Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Francisco Perez. This is another educational lesson. It's for educational purposes only.
In the time that we have tonight, which is 2 hours, is hit the highlights of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam. Okay? So why, some people ask, why would we bother doing this? A lot of times undergraduate students, when they start taking this course, they say, why are we bothering with this? These are religions that I'm never going to have any contact with. They're on the other side of the world. Why would I do it? Well, for understanding, because one of the things that causes the most problems in the world between religions and cultures is a lack of education, a lack of understanding. People don't understand their world neighbors. So we study religion for that reason. And also to promote to promote peace.
So I know what you guys are thinking, like, what is this crap? And maybe some of you are not going to even watch this video, that's fine. But I think we need to dive into what are religions, what type of religions, and this is going to go over Christianity and Islam. So let's just watch a little bit of it and see what we can say about it. I don't know why, but someone's saying watch this video and critique it. So here we go.
The more understanding there is, the more peace there is. And as Christians, we are called to love one another, even our enemies. And so it's part of our Christian culture to understand others in order to be able to help them and love them. And every world religion, no matter what it is, has some benefit. All world religions offer.
The understanding is also a military tactic. What do you have to do if you have an enemy? If you're going to go into a fight, you're a boxer or martial artist, wouldn't you like to know your opponent and what he does, what kind of style he has? So understanding is also a military tactic.
For endure.
But he's right.
Enduring truths. They teach enduring truths, and you'll see this when we compare and contrast these other religions to Christianity. You'll see that there are similarities. And last but not least is that by understanding, these other religions to Christianity, you'll see that there are similarities. These other religions to Christianity, you'll see that there are similarities. Not least is that by understanding other world religions, we come to a greater appreciation of our own religion, a greater appreciation of Christianity. So before I get into, I think what we'll do is break this up into 4 sections: an introduction to world religions, and then Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam. And if you were to go out and ask people in the world, does God exist? And if you believe...
Now, this is important because I think the Hindu, the Islam, and the Christianity is one of the same from an ancient teaching that have been pushed throughout by different names, and they use syncretism. They come in, they also take the culture that's already there, adopt it, pervert it, manipulate it, make it their own, and many times, like the Hindu, the Buddha was the older one. Today they teach you that the Buddha is the newer one, and that Buddha came out of the Hindu. When in actuality, the Buddha was conquered by the Hindu and replaced in the Brahmin.
believe that God exists.
And that's why the Sanskrit is a newer, there's older forms of writing than Sanskrit in that area. And Sanskrit is like an Indo-European language, which goes back to the Canaanite people who are manipulating everyone.
What is he like? The answers that you get will put people in one of four categories. And these are the categories. They're either an atheist, which says that God doesn't exist, or an agnostic, which says it cannot be known whether God exists or not. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but it can't be proven and can.
So, atheist is, nah, it doesn't exist. You guys are crap. And most of us, we, in some part of our life, we became agnostic. Like, I don't know if he's real, but, you know, I feel like there's something, but I don't know. So most of us became agnostic because of the confusion. So much confusion, it doesn't call to your heart. And you're like, I don't know. I'm agnostic. But they don't teach you what these things mean, because when they teach you the definitions of some of these words, and some of these words you can cross-reference it with real time and what you're being taught. You realize that some things don't add up.
Cannot be known to human beings. There is a deist. A deist believes that God exists and that God created the world. But then after he created the world with all of its attributes, with the laws of physics, etc., then he stepped back and said, well, I gave you what you needed, now go for it. And he doesn't have a personal relationship with us, with his creation. That's deism. Deism became popular after the religious wars in the 15 and 1600s. People saw Christians of different denominations fighting each other, and they said, God can't have a personal relationship with these people. Look at, they're killing each other. The religious wars in the 15 and